You get lost in your imperfections. You get lost in the things you want. But if you slow down for just 1 second, you might feel way better than you thought. And if you took a second to breathe, took a minute to cry, or maybe you would see that all this time I've been right here. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Maybe we could go and find a view if we need some entertainment. But we don't have to hurry, cause our conversation's always entertaining. And if you just want me to listen, I can do that too. Because all that I can do for you, I'll do. Oh yeah, baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
What is up,
Good evening.
everybody? How you guys doing?
Welcome to the
Kin Homestead, sTEaD TALKS Livestream. The live stream that's about life, love, food, and occasionally off-grid living and homesteading.
and liberty in the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, and all of those things. And if that sounds better to you than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, then you've probably found the right live stream. So, we like to set the bar real low. Leave you with a full-on feeling of meh at the end.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
We know, like, that's the bar.
We can at least do that. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Diva.
Diva.
Diva in the dirt, Maureen,
Maureen,
Washington
hey.
first. Woohoo! Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yes. Always nice to have you.
We got James Myers in the chat. Hello
Hello.
all. Goes into the corner to lurk. But then I wanted to just show you what I responded to. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
That's funny.
And that's all we got in the chat so far. It looks like there's more people watching. You guys go ahead, jump in the chat, say hello. We would love to interact with you.
And say hello.
And say hello back. We got, look at that, asking ye shall receive.
Nicole.
What's up, Nicole?
Hello.
Hello, friends. Welcome, and thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got all kinds of like fun stuff happening. Oh, and Hans. What's up, Hans?
Nice.
I made it, but working at the same time.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Welcome.
You know what I think that, like, I don't think you work remotely, but I've been seeing a lot on my For You page, those remote work things that you put your mouse on and it like just wiggles your mouse around so that you never, because the software you use, it'll show your boss that you're away, right? So you use the little thing, right? Like, I think our video serving as one of those little mouse mover arounder things, I think that's probably like totally ideal for me, which is
That's great.
awesome. We got Michelle in the
Hello,
house. What's
Michelle.
happening? Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
And almost homesteading with Janet.
Janet,
Hey.
what's up?
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Definitely.
Yes, always nice
Always
to see you.
a pleasure.
Yeah, you do that with a fan. That'll work too. Just tie a string to it so it like.
I bet a Roomba would work well.
Yeah, there you go. Like, we're gonna have you use this
That's funny.
pedometer, count your steps or whatever. Be great.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys some big news, right? So a couple weeks ago, Carrie and I were on the live stream for Almost Homesteading with Janet, alongside Diva in the Dirt, Maureen Washington, and we were talking about compost. And Carrie started a nice big old fat bin of the Diva in the Dirt trademark poo-poo tea.
Mm-hmm.
And how's that going?
Oh, I'll tell you what. It's bubbling.
Yeah, it's actually
starting
like,
to stain.
yeah, it's starting to stink,
Been there
and
a
it is
week,
like
I guess.
like actually bubbling up and everything.
Yeah, we have all these mimsy fiddlenecks, I think they're called. There's these terrible sticky weeds, stickery, and they're just. So I filled this big black tote, just like yours, Maureen, and yeah, I felt very accomplished,
Mhm.
and that it's going to feed my garden is like so fulfilling. So thank you.
It is very exciting, and so I recommend you guys going over to Diva in the Dirt's page and checking out her video on the poo-poo tea. What is that?
totally
What's the
bubbly.
title of that video, Maureen, so that people can see it? Yeah, the poo-poo tea is bubbling.
Bubbly.
It's brewing.
Mm-hmm.
It's breaking down.
I gave it some good good stirs with my pitchfork,
Mhm.
also known as what are those called?
A hay fork.
Yup.
Yeah. or a quadrant. It's not a trident. It's a quadrant.
I see.
Yeah.
Good one. Like quadrant.
That Hans fella always got to be following me even on YouTube. It happens.
Yeah, Hans.
We have cocoa powder.
I don't think we have any cocoa powder,
We have
kiddo.
chocolate chips.
We have chocolate
Yeah.
chips that you could make a ganache out of. Would you like to make a ganache?
Not
See,
particularly.
we go straight into it. We go straight into talking about food. That's how it always happens.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Nice. Tell them the things. Oh yeah, I want to hear about your guys' trip to the land.
Yeah. I was so excited when Nicole shared that video.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yay.
thanks. It was really cool to see.
You're like, I think it was something like, I guess we're gonna have to buy a chainsaw. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it looked like you were gonna have to buy a chainsaw. Yeah, it's almost like you gotta be able to protect yourself these days.
That's too funny.
Oh, and Diva in the Dirt, always with the reminders and keeping me honest as a streamer. Make sure you all click that like button. showing love and support to a great family, to our family, all of us collectively. It does actually help let YouTube know that, hey, maybe we should show this to people, you know?
Nice.
So yeah. I also have an idea. Don't forget to remind me to talk about the podcast and live stream name. Okay? Can you guys
Okay.
remind me too? I want to talk about that
Totally
because
helped.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, the poo-poo tea is bubbling. It's like it's percolating. It's making life. it's making life.
He was like, "You've made your own swamp." I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I just need some frogs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wait, are those weeds the medicinal ones I've been making into all the foods this week? I don't think these ones are.
Yeah, they're called Mimsy Fiddleneck, and they get to be about, at least here, they get to be about this tall. I guess it'd be like two feet roughly, but they have just these awful stickers covering every part of it, and it kind of goes like a caterpillar-y looking the way that it folds out. Fiddleneck being the way that the scroll end of the violin looks, or fiddle. So yeah, my kids walk around barefoot everywhere, so they need to go.
So almost homesteading with Janet says I'm going to tag you and Carrie to see if it's the same sticky weed that I love deeply.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'll check it.
I think I came across something that you posted. I don't think it's the same thing. It's not kombucha, it's kombucha.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not kombucha. It's kombucha.
It's awesome.
Love it. Hey, it's Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy.
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD talk.
Yeah. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to have you.
Deep in the dirt. Yeah, that stuff stinks, but it works. But it works. That's the thing. It works.
I'm all about it working.
Yeah.
I don't care what it smells like. It's got a lid. It's in the garden, so it won't bother anybody.
We store it next to the chickens and ducks. There's no way we're gonna smell it. Oh my gosh. Nicole, that's so awesome. Yep. Update is we're closing on the property on the 9th. That is so cool, Nicole.
Congratulations.
That is so cool. Both of you and Hans.
Oh, right on.
Very well done, guys.
Confetti.
It looked beautiful. It looked
really
beautiful.
did. Yeah. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Oh, nope. I looked that one up. It is not my beloved sticky weed of happiness. I would just imagine you were talking about something else. Like, honestly.
Oh man, well good. I'm glad it is not. It's not the same.
It's not useful.
Yeah, because it said there was. It wasn't edible.
Mhm.
So.
Y'all. Mandy, thoughts on Tesla Powerwall versus battery backup? So if you're grid tied, the Powerwall is a good option. If anything ever goes wrong with it, you're gonna play hell finding someone who can work on it, because you have to do this ridiculous Tesla certification to be able to do them. I did it. It was worthless and completely useless as a technician. But they're a good backup battery. The thing I don't like about them is that they're lithium polymer, and I'm not a big fan of lithium polymer for two reasons. One, they don't have a very high thermal runaway temperature, so if any part of that battery that is connected to the lithium packs ever gets up to 150 degrees Celsius, which is within the realm of possibility, there's a problem with thermal runaway, which means that it can just keep generating heat until it catches fire. The second thing that I don't like about lithium polymer is the ethical concern. One of the main ingredients in lithium polymer batteries is cobalt, and cobalt is actually mined in like massive strip mine holes by little kids in the Congo, and I think it's I think it's completely and totally unethical from my viewpoint on that. Now, that leaves you with ethical problems throughout your entire life. Every cell phone battery, every, small lithium battery, everything like that. So anytime I can reduce a use of something like that, I try to do that. And I think I've probably directed enough people away from lithium polymer in my video making career to at least feel neutral on the subject. But maybe that's just a justification. Probably is. So lithium ferrophosphate or lithium iron phosphate is it replaces that cobalt material with iron. So it's two of the most abundant metals on the planet. And so that's why I would go with something that was lithium ferrophosphate. Which there's a lot of really good battery system. It's a little pricey, but it's a really high quality battery that I've installed 100 of. Is Simplify, and Simplify Amplify batteries are lithium ferrophosphate. They're about 3.8 kilowatts per cell, and you can basically stack them forever. You can have as much storage as you want with them. And so, but there's cheaper versions too that you can get on Amazon that are almost the same price as lead acid, which is kind of cool. So,
Sweet.
Doris!
Hello, Doris. Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, and to also come back to this thought here, Mandy. So the thing about lead acid is we use lead acid batteries because they're cheap. They don't have a lot of trouble charging when it's cold. Lithium ion and lithium ferrophosphate do. And you can really beat the heck out of them electrically and keep them going. And if you take care of them, they'll last, 5 to 7 years. And that's, you'd have to replace them 7 or 8 times for them to be the same price as the lithium ferrophosphate batteries. So those are all of my thoughts on that subject. I don't know that you were asking for all of them, but that's all of them.
You want to be thorough.
You want to be thorough. He's a good man and thorough. One of the titles are Poo Poo Juice. That stuff stinks, but it works. It's a short. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah, so when you guys go over to Diva in the Dirt, Maureen Washington's page, check out the videos titled Poo Poo Juice. That stuff stinks, but it works. And that's the video you want to look for.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, watch that one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep.
Well, look at this. Hans is like already on it. Ordered that chainsaw. Went cheap to see how far that will get me. Yeah, we started out with a $100 chainsaw, and then by the second year, I'd had to borrow a chainsaw from a friend who told me never ask to borrow a man's chainsaw. It's like asking to borrow his toothbrush. And that's when he was like, you need to get a good chainsaw. Stop messing around. And but for like clearing stuff, like you're not going to do any big cross cutting or any of that kind of stuff. I think a cheap chainsaw is probably going to get you through the first year for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Congratulations, Nicole and Hans.
Yeah,
Yay.
so cool.
I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. That's going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Let's see. We probably won't move on to the property full-time for 3 or 4 more years. The oldest wants to finish high school at his current school. The property is about 2 hours away from home now. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good, and you got a place to go just in case things go sideways. And that's important.
Yeah.
That's important right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how important that is tonight. I'm going to be Mr. Gloom and Doom happy guy. Just kidding. Let's see, Nicole's trying to work on a few homesteading skills at home to make the transition even better for us when we're there full time.
Nice.
I don't know if you've seen my take on the homestead skills thing. If you have, you can just let me know and I'll stop talking. But my kind of thought process on this whole thing is the things to practice are not things like gardening and you know, maybe canning. Canning is fun, or like baking bread, which we'll also get into. It's things like persistence and frugality and like ingenuity, finding things that you have and using them to solve problems that you need to solve, right? And those skills will get you so much further on a homestead than any like individual skill that I could think of. And everything that you need to obtain as far as skills that are on the homestead, like specifically running a type of a machine or using, you know, gardening or taking care of animals, you're going to learn so much faster when you're immersed in it on the homestead, right? So anyway, those are my thoughts.
Sweet.
Alyssa, thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. Let's see, what was the name of the book you mentioned for that? Let's see.
I'm forgetting.
Oh, the one we're getting. It's called the book How to Rebuild Civilization. And yeah, so if you just Google that, I think it comes up. It's also on TikTok Shop. You can buy it there. Yeah, and it, you know, it's a pricier book. It's like $100. But like the artwork in it and everything, it's amazing. It's actually
And
what I've seen of it. Yeah, we haven't gotten it yet.
We're waiting to like receive it and then be able to like see if it's good or not.
Yeah, which I think it's gonna
cool,
be.
though.
It looks very
I can't
cool.
wait
And I've always wanted to learn how to make my own penicillin. So, you know, I never used to get sick as a kid, right? Like never, right? And then my mom made me clean all of the pizza boxes out from underneath my bed. And I think I was making penicillin then, right? And then all of a sudden, I'd get sick like every 2 months. So, pizza boxes under the bed, 2 a day.
That tells me so much.
2 a day will keep the doctors away, right? Yeah, because sometime along the line, I decided, nope, if you just leave it there, it's going to keep you healthy.
Oh, man.
Anyway, there's all kinds of cool stuff in it. Like it teaches you basic mechanisms and how to deal with gear ratios, but also how to make penicillin and first aid information.
Does it do like wine and bread? And
Yeah,
all
I
kinds
think
of
all
things
of
like
the
that?
civilizational
Growing it?
staples.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah.
I really am looking forward to it.
it's all those things that'll probably be lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Giant Meteor wins the 2024 election.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Almost homesteading with Janet. Fun fact. Did you know that the stems, seeds, and leaves of Mimsy fiddlenecks were used as food source by the Native Americans? I didn't know that.
I did.
It doesn't come up as edible when we do our little searches.
Oh, wow. I'm going to look into that. I want to see what they did with it.
Yeah.
Because we have so many yummy things that grow on our property.
Yeah, there's
But
like a
they're cute.
ton of things. Yeah.
My favorite is the miner's lettuce. It's so cute and it just grows wild.
And it's
everywhere.
delicious.
Oh, yeah. And my daughter was like, "Ooh, there's so much miner's lettuce."
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a lot.
It was a whole kit and caboodle.
It was a kit and caboodle.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, you're so very welcome. Yeah, and you have the right friends for doing this kind of thing. I'm just gonna tell you. I had a friend, tell me, like I'm having trouble with this and that and the other thing, and I'm like having to do with a homestead, and I was like, really? Why am I just hearing about this? And she was like, well, I didn't want to burden you with it. I'm like, we're friends. Ask me the question, and if I don't know, I'll know who to tell you to go and look at. Don't put yourself in that position. So, you got the right friends. I like to just point it out to you.
No.
This group here that you've been chit-chatting with, and us, we'll come up with the right answer for you. Mm-hmm. Let's see. My biggest thing I'm attempting to learn these folks in this house is to stop being wasteful. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like from A League in Their Own. There's no wasting in homesteads. You know, there's no crying in baseball, and there's no wasting in homesteads.
Definitely. Especially if you've got animals like later down the road.
Yeah.
There's always something that will benefit from that waste.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about important talks. Things to talk about. It is true. Talking things.
Things
Lots
talk
of
important
importance.
about.
Jim P. G'day from the sunny northwest of Western Australia.
Right on.
That's very
Welcome,
cool.
Jim.
Welcome.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, and thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate all your tips. You're very welcome.
Nice.
And Michelle. There is a shallow well on our property. We haven't done anything with it. Our guess is we need to pump it out clean. Let's see, out all of the debris, see if it fills back up, and test the water. Does that sound right? That does sound right. You can also, a lot of people who do wells, they have a service where they'll come in and frack it for you. And what that does is they put they'll flush it and do all of that stuff, pull a pump if there is a pump in it, and they'll stick a machine that kind of inflates around the bottom of the well casing, and then it'll pump super high pressure into it, and it'll kind of break up all of the rocks and stuff that have probably fallen into it, making the well deeper and a higher volume. And it's pretty affordable when comparing it to anything else in the well world. So yeah, check that out.
Nice.
That's right, the ultimate guide to rebuilding a civilization.
Wow.
Yeah,
in Canadian.
167 Canadian. Yeah, it's
Wow.
and that's why I love doing what we do, because some of those things people send us for free. Yeah, I don't like spending money, and this entire content creator game that we've played has been nothing but a ploy to not have to pay for things. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, Goth Rooster is here.
What's up, Jen?
How is Sebastian today? Sebastian is the Goth Rooster. Has he been playing with the turkeys? Has he been chasing the turkeys around?
There was an awesome video that she posted, and yeah, he's like chasing. Oh, I love God Rooster. Sebastian's so awesome.
Yeah.
The nicest
and
rooster
Jen,
ever.
You're pretty cool too.
Yeah.
We like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
God's desire for me.
Hello.
Hey everyone from North Carolina.
Oh, right
What's
on.
happening? Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Oh.
Can't say anything though. Carrie's got to step out for a moment. I'm going to get us caught up on the chat with these two more
All
chats that
right.
we have here. Yeah. Let's see. Can't wait to talk about important talky things. Yeah. Well. Yeah, you're very welcome, Michelle. He's been playing with the turkeys. So I was out there at Goth Roosters driving the Brontosaurus off of the side of the hill, which sounded not what happened. I actually prevented it from going off the side of the hill, but it was a little hairy there a couple of times in some of the areas. Just had to do the old slow is smooth, smooth is fast routine with it. Yay! And so all of a sudden, I start hearing. There you go. I got to do my bird impressions while I'm on here, otherwise people get mad and they leave bad comments and all that stuff. So, but I hear these turkeys gobbling, and then I see Sebastian, the Goth Rooster, just like walk up, and he's like just part of a little group, and they're chilling, and then Sebastian went back inside his little home. And then the female turkeys kept coming back over, and like they're like, where's where's the goth rooster? What's happening? That's why we come around here. And it was super cute to watch. So nice. Hans, you're free to come out and help. Tasty beverages provided. Heck yeah, man. That's something I really want to do in the near future is to come out to go out to homesteads and like help them kind of like plan out things. And I've really enjoyed doing some of that with Goth Rooster actually. And in fact, we're going to build what we were digging with the Brontosaurus, the excavator, was into the side of the mountain, digging a place to put in a wallapini, which is an underground greenhouse, basically. So you have all the thermal mass and everything from the greenhouse. And so we're planning it all out, and we're going to build the walls with gabion walls, which are, if you've ever seen those, they're like boxes of fence panels, like a box, a three-dimensional square and or rectangle that's all full of rocks, so you can see the rocks on the inside, but it's got a mesh on the outside. I've done some videos on them, and you guys have seen every video that we've made, right? So anyway, so we're gonna do all the walls on the inside, tiered gabion walls and everything. It was super fun. It'll be a lot of work, but I think it'll be the nicest wallapini on the internet. So you have that to look forward to.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard them called a Hesco barrier as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
But for the most part, everybody calls them a gabion wall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet your fans would love to see a video on the greenhouse build. I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that'll be we'll do a long form video, but there'll be some we'll pull all of the high drama moments out of it and make some shorts out of it. It's going to be, we'll go like full on homestead rescue or like Alaskan bush people. Be like, all I have to rebuild my entire homestead is this brass fitting. It's going to be extreme like that. It'll be fun.
That's funny. That's great.
Yeah.
That is super great.
Is it Alyssa or Alisa? Alyssa, I think. Yes, that would be an awesome experience to have you go and help homesteads. I would totally be down if you would come to Oklahoma. Yeah, I would love to travel all over the place. That would be great. Mm-hmm. Maybe like also when the kids are, to a point where they could, I don't know, fend for themselves in the woods or whatever.
Or come with us and be
they
extra
could come.
hands.
Yeah, they could come with us, I guess.
When kids get to that age where they're truly able to be helpful.
Yeah.
Up until then, you give them jobs to be helpful that you then kind of need to.
Yeah. Well, that's how you learn them how to be helpful.
Yeah, learn them.
Yeah, you give them jobs that they can stay busy at doing, but also stay out of the way of causing problems. But it also gives you the opportunity to be like, you're doing that wrong.
Which, of course, every person, children and adults, love.
It's how they learn. It's how it's how they learn. Listen, the reason
My philosophy is
Yeah.
what you learn with pleasure, you never forget.
It's true.
And the more you're, focused on the positive of what was done rather than the negative, they'll want to help. Otherwise, they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
I would rather not do this.
Mm.
Yeah. It's my experience.
Yeah. That must be why I have to yell so much when they don't do what you ask them to do. It's probably the same. You know why I'm such an emotionally strong individual? Because I grew up giving the wrong tool to my dad and my uncles. Right? There's not a name anyone can call me that would bother me. That's why I'm like, I don't get upset by it.
I chose the wrench.
Yeah. Why? Because F him, that's why. Yeah. Oh yeah, we use them when deployed to deflect explosions.
What was that?
The gabion walls, but it's
Oh wow.
yeah,
Because I wasn't here.
HESCO barrier.
Oh wow.
No. So your Wallapini is going to be explosion proof too, Goth Rooster. Elisa.
Elisa.
Okay,
Cool.
Elisa, great.
Awesome.
They can come be feral with my kids on 40 acres and
That's
pond.
awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they would be. They'd climb trees. They'd find rocks to jump off of.
Frogs to catch.
It's a kid's natural habitat. I keep trying to tell people. This is where it's at. They want to roll around in dirt. They're children.
And be loud and climb trees.
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing when I was a kid.
That's a good question. Are they doing it wrong or not the way you would do it? James, is there a difference? Is there a difference?
I'm hungry. I need to go take a nap.
Yeah.
I can't do this conversation.
Mistakes are the best learning skills ever. You guys know I'm joking, right? I'm like a pretty supportive and encouraging teacher. I don't suffer fools. Mistakes are the best are the best learning skills ever. I
like trial and error a lot.
trial and error really does
A lot.
it teaches you things.
It's
And
mad scientisting.
yeah, I'm really big on working towards mastering mistake making as like something that I would recommend people do. It's a skill. It is a skill. Like stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things that you wouldn't necessarily have tried to the point of failure, and then reflecting on what it was that worked about it and what it was that didn't work about it. And then you can not just do a thing, you can think with the concepts involved in doing that thing. And I think that's really important, especially in this whole landscape that we got going on in this crazy world that we're working with. Hold the flashlight right. Exactly. And that's almost all
I'm having like moments, flashbacks from.
Yeah. Oh, from you
Oh
holding
my
tools for
gosh.
me. Tell them.
Let's move along.
Let's move along.
Let's move
You
along.
don't want to tell them about my inability
Years ago,
years ago.
I very nearly wanted to just throw the flashlight at him and tell him to hold it himself. Why are you holding it there? I can't see. But I'm here and he's there. And it's like, my eyeballs aren't where your eyeballs are. So I can't see what you need to. But I've never heard those words ever before. Hans.
I forgive you. Yeah, Nicole, I think we will record a good bit of the experience. Plenty of projects
awesome.
there, and projects we'll be working on here until we decide to sell the house. That's great.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Gardening Warrior.
Gardening Warrior, hello.
Hello, and welcome. Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. I'm here listening, cannot give individual hellos.
Hellos from Gardening Warrior to everyone.
Yes.
Done. I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Yep, they go for adventures. They'll
Mhm.
find themselves in all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that.
Are James and Jason actually identical twins separated at birth? The world wants to know.
It could be.
Could be. Yeah, it's actually highly probable. My family is nothing if not prolific, and so far we have been contacted by, what did I say the last count was, 21 or 22?
It was up there. I actually thought it was more.
It might be
Yeah.
25. I think it was 25.
Mm.
Yeah, 25 half brothers and sisters. And I am the only one of them. Like, my brothers were very young, 1 and 2 years old when my dad passed away. So I'm the only one of all of these children, 28 total children that we know of, who ever met him. So they all, except for my brothers, don't like me because I tell them the truth about him, and I don't know why, but they don't like that. So anyway, James, it's possible, bud. It's possible.
That's funny.
You can always fall forward. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And don't run with your hands in your pockets.
Yeah, but I think this was metaphorical for making mistakes.
Ah, yes.
Yes, always fall
Yes.
forward. Yeah, always fail up
There you go.
is another one.
It's the scientific method, you know. As long as you're observing what it was that went wrong and what went right, then you can, like, you know, make adjustments accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I won't put that on screen, but that was funny gardening work. Very funny. Let's see. Elisa, I can't tolerate fools and people with no common sense. I have the hardest time not just being like, how have you survived, when I come across people that make like that degree of mistake. You know what I mean? Like, how have you made it to where you're at? Please, science needs to know this. I have such a hard time with it.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I just had some childhood flashback PTSD when my grandpa told me to just hold this ladder. And I was about 6.
Oh,
Aw.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you, I talk a big game, but I'm a big old like cupcake when it comes to, you know, coddling people more than I probably should. Maybe. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for co-signing my loan. Let's move on. Daniel Kearney, what's happening? Thank you for coming to our sTED Talk. And FAIL stands for First Attempt at Learning.
I like that.
Yes.
That's really cool. Good one, Daniel. I hadn't heard that.
Let's see. I was trying to think quickly of another acronym that it could stand for, but what I came up with I can't say on the stream. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Diva doing the reminding again. You're like the stream's quartermaster. You know, you're like whipping them all into shape. You're turning them into sailors out there. Diva says, "Okay, folks, let's get those likes up. Where are we at on the likes? We're at 11, and there's 18 concurrent viewers.
Oh,
11
I
likes.
see.
Those rookie numbers. We gotta get those numbers up. Let's see. 4 peeps need to step forward.
You're like, I don't know if I like the yet.
I'm not sure.
I'm not committing.
He's over here not suffering fools. No, we love you guys. You do a
That's
great
funny.
job, and all the support in the world. Yep. Hans, I generally fail sideways for a bit. Yep. It's for me, like I fail in like French curve segments, right? So, you know, it'll be like to the side, but I made a little bit, I made some progress, and then back over this direction, and so I never fail in a straight line, you know.
That's funny.
Shawnee, what's up? Thank you for
Hey.
coming to our sTED Talk. Let's see, what do you use to stream this live? Your text is nice and readable. I like the font size.
Oh, nice.
We use OBS, but then we use a plugin called Studio Ninja Chat, which is a free plugin that you can get from thatword.com, Studio Ninja Chat, I think, .com. But yeah, it's just a plugin for OBS, and yeah, I like it too. Gardening warrior. Okay, back to work I go. Be sure to whistle. Do some whistling.
Have a good night, gardening warrior.
Nicole, I gently grazed the like button. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so
Yeah.
what have you been spending like a lot of time doing lately?
Well, eating sourdough bread because I have been making sourdough bread.
Yes.
I think I've been making like 2 loaves
Two
every
loaves a day?
since Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. Finally.
Sunday? Yeah.
Finally did it right. I didn't
Oh.
interfere, and that's why she did it right.
Well, that wasn't.
No, that's why.
No, I have learned so much, and I've read stuff, and Maureen has helped me out, and Jen. What are you
Goth
here? Well, it's Goth Rooster.
It's like Harrison something.
Yeah, like anyway.
Yeah.
Jen here, I got sourdough starter from her, and I thought I killed it, and watched videos from Diva and Dirt, and I did not. I kept the faith, and anyway, so I like tried again after just feeling very defeated for like 6 weeks, and it's like amazing, and it is the funnest thing.
It is so good.
Yeah, I've made like, a couple loaves of regular sourdough. I did a wheat, and
then what's in the that just came out of the Dutch oven?
Just came out of the oven is
This flavor
it's white,
profile. This flavor profile
sourdough. Yeah.
was a collaboration. Okay, this is the first time we're collaborating on a sourdough loaf, because the last time we collaborated on a sourdough loaf, I'd
like to hear you tell
I treated it like a yeast bread loaf, and I was like, oh no, you got to roll it out and then roll it up and then tuck in the corners and like full
you
on.
gotta really
you
knead
gotta
it
get all
down.
the air out of it, right? And it was like this brick.
It was literally
It was a
thud.
like you could use it as a means of home protection. Like
One of the loaves I gave to the chicken.
yeah, and they had trouble eating it. They didn't have enough rocks in their gizzard to break this bread down. So this is our first collaboration. I came up with the flavor profile, but she made it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. You ready for the flavor? Yes, you did come up with the flavor profile of it, which is a sriracha honey garlic. Yeah. And when I first opened the oven and took the lid off, I was like, "Ooh, that's a spicy smell."
That's some garlic.
It was sriracha.
Oh, sriracha-y.
Yeah.
Really? Because it didn't really change the color all that much.
Well, on the outside, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it and show it to you because it's gorgeous.
Is it gorgeous?
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
And yeah. So.
That bread looks marvelous.
And then we'll give it a cut, and we can see the inside and see if it's got some nice aeration. And then I'd like to then tell you some spots that I got some additional good information on.
Yeah.
Like ways to make it, and then just general like how does this even work?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. So you're gonna go check on it,
Yeah,
see if
I'm
it's.
gonna go bring it.
Oh, okay. You want to bring the cutting board too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And the blade bladial device. All right. Crazy Life Homestead, what's happening? Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. Sorry, I just hiccuped and almost coughed at the same time, but I suppressed it. I kept it in. Yes. Oh my gosh, Hans, it was the tastiest. We have other bread, like store-bought bread. Nobody's touched it in there because we just keep making more sourdough. We've been using, what's the type of oh, look at that color.
Wait, are we ready? You want to answer? What's your question?
I was gonna say, what's the type of it's King Arthur?
King Arthur Bakery.
Yeah, King Arthur Bakery is the wheat or the flour we've been using.
The flour, yeah.
And we had white and wheat. It's still but good. Wait, so here you go. Look at this.
Oh, you gotta
Wait,
move
wait,
the
wait,
text.
Yep, there it is. So I don't know if you can tell with the lighting
I'll
in here.
hold it.
Is it real hot?
It's not too hot.
It's
I
pretty
know
warm.
we should let it cool longer, but we want to show you in, I don't care that it's gummy, but look at that.
Yeah.
We've been using these, kitchen scissors just to
Yeah, I need to go get a razor blade for the scoring.
It's the first time I've seen this kind of stuff on the outside. It might be the garlic.
Mhm.
I don't know. Oh, no, that's the garlic. Anyway.
Yeah.
Gotta,
We're very
see
excited.
the
We might
inside
just
and,
sit there for a few minutes and cool off a little
Yeah.
more, just
turns
while
out.
we're catching up on the old chat here.
I'm
So,
very excited about this, though.
Nicole, I have a starter going, but I'm intimidated to try my first loaf. You just got to try it. It's gonna suck.
I'll tell you, like, if you want to write down a recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-do-ba-do.
I was as well. Very much.
Oh, you were doing some StreamYard testing earlier tonight. Awesome.
Live Homestead, what's up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that bread sounds amazing, right? I was trying to go for like an early colonial, bakery fusion with Korean barbecue. And this is what I was thinking. I was like, if
I'll
you're,
put his dream together right here.
yeah,
We'll see
yeah.
we'll see how it
She
comes
made the dream happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Nice.
Almost homesteading with Janet. Also, I am cooking quesadilla, which
I'm gonna be making quesadillas for
you're
dinner.
making quesadillas too.
Chicken quesadillas.
I will have a quesadilla in one hand and a piece of honey sriracha garlic. It's got minced garlic all through it and everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Oh,
Sourdough
God.
bread.
Mm-hmm.
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 Let's see. See, Goth Rooster says, so you can always make croutons with leftover or uneatable bread or breadcrumbs. Very true. We were actually talking about making stuffing because I can throw it in the dehydrator and then make some stuffing as well, which is basically just croutons.
You think it would make a good outer for
We can make toast squares.
words? Where's words?
You mean
Yeah.
like for fried chicken or
fried
something?
chicken? Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
Chicken
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you what, we have had zero leftovers.
Yeah.
Like I bake it and then an hour and a half later,
And like it's a reasonably.
everybody gets a little bit.
Look at that. Oh man, that's just hold on. Just, look at that. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So exciting.
And it's
So
got
exciting.
a nice.
And we're gonna open this this experiment up with you, and we're gonna taste it, and we're gonna tell you whether or not it was worth the proof. Was the proof in the sourdough? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Aw,
Doesn't it look
thank
gorgeous?
you.
Oh my gosh! And
Very
and
excited about it.
yeah, we've been doing it in the Dutch oven in the oven, and
Mhm.
so it's been nice.
Yeah.
No, cut it open.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm like itching too. I want to know how it looks inside.
Well, would you like to go ahead? I just have a few more. Well, actually, we have quite a few more. Hold on. God's desire for me. Hold, please. It'll be just a minute.
Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful bread. It sure is.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's see. My kids' sandwiches were made from that bread when they were little. That's so cool.
That is awesome. The same sourdough starter.
Yeah.
So
You gotta remind us of the story of that, because you started to tell me, and it was like a 70-year-old Persian starter or something like that. I can't remember exactly the
Yeah,
details.
I'd love for you to remind us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my, it looks
thank
delicious.
you.
Yes, thank you. You know,
Well,
I think so
thank you.
too. She's on. Well, let's see. What are you on loaf wise? There was the one that I made you destroy. that I would never feed to anyone because I can't afford the dental bills. That was my fault.
I think this is 6.
This is the 6th loaf, and
Yeah.
the one right before it was just straight sourdough. Also looked like this. It was also perfect. So
It's really good.
look at that. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, guys.
Aw.
I'm proud of myself. I'm not, because any of you who like know me, no, I'm not a baker. I'm not a cook. Those are not skills that I've loved or have like grown up with and taught through the years. This is like, I demand I know, and I'm making myself, and I actually really enjoy this.
Yeah.
Which is,
She's been in there like, hey, so I was just about to
like,
make
everybody
some
smell my
bread.
starter.
Look at
It's amazing.
Yeah. This is awesome.
It's so bubbly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got my starter. It'll be ready for me to make get another loaf going this evening after this.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to see my starter, I'll show you.
I'll show you
happy
my
and bubbly.
starter. Ozark Family Homestead.
What's up?
Thank you for coming to our STEAD Talk.
And
Well, hey, that's
you.
high praise.
I
That's high
appreciate
praise.
that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I believe there is a bulgogi sourdough bread, or maybe he made it with butter chicken sauce. It was on Instagram.
Oh,
Awesome. We'll have to check that out because
bulgogi.
pot stickers and or bulgogi are like her favorite thing. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try making all sorts of stuff.
I mean, bulgogi is like the filling, but
Nice.
yeah. Mm.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're close, right? Crazy Life Homestead. I can smell it from here. I can smell it from here, and I'm getting notes of sriracha and cloverleaf honey, whilst also a very strong garlic from this honey sriracha garlic sourdough bread. It's exciting. It's exciting. Let's see. What size Dutch oven are you using? What is it? A 6 quart?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. We love Korean food and make it quite often. One of the things when we were down in the city, my boss down there would just be like, "Hey, let's go get dinner." And like, okay. And then we go to this place that was like I don't know. It was like a really nice Korean barbecue restaurant where you cooked everything on the table and all that. And one of the things that I would like to make in a sourdough is pork belly. Is Korean style pork belly, cooked and everything else, and then folded into the bread.
Oh, neat.
It's essentially bacon, right? But it's really thick. It's like that thick. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, you want to go
Try
ahead?
that.
You want to go ahead and cut it
try
open?
that. Yeah, let's see if I think I'll just need to put it on my lap because,
You think?
well, it's halfway off of the desk there, so that might not work so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna just cut it straight down the center first because that's my favorite.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I think it's time to. It's that bottom.
Yeah,
that
just
bottom
crack it.
bit. There we go.
Bloop.
Let's see what we get.
Oh,
Oh, not bad.
not bad.
Not bad. It's a bit dense, but it's not bad. Still
I
got
think
some
the
here.
crumb looks pretty nice.
It's yeah,
Oh my gosh, that smells amazing.
it does.
Mm.
does.
Okay.
And it's the first time I've put anything into it, so that's kind of exciting because I'm
Yeah.
like, well, let's see what happens. I don't know. I adjusted the flour because it was a bit of a thicker.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah, but then it wasn't like straight liquid, so I didn't want to cut back on the water. Give it a yummy taste.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a little wetter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it needed longer because of that extra bit.
Yeah. It's possible.
No matter. No matter. It's part of the experimenting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the beautiful part
And
about
it's still warm, you know.
Yeah.
We only let it cool for 20 minutes. But that's fine.
Yeah, pork belly has to be one of the best things I've ever eaten. Isn't it amazing? Is that good?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wow.
Those flavors together in sourdough bread. We've cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it was really good. And I mixed the sriracha honey and then garlic just powder together because I'd already salted it. Otherwise, I'd use my garlic salt. And mixed that up and then had my sourdough starter with water, salt, and a little olive oil mixed and then threw that in and then added the flour. But then he was like, ooh, we should put some garlic in it. So I did that in the folding.
Yeah, minced garlic in the fold.
Yeah, I did that in the first stretch and fold. And then, I had That's
oh my God, this
delicious.
is amazing. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, you got to try honey sriracha garlic sourdough bread.
It's almost like a garlic bread, but there's a little sweet and then there's a bit of spice.
Yeah.
It's very good. And I don't know about this whole waiting to let it cool because it is so good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh, man.
I think we've
Sorry,
been
guys,
lied
we're
to.
just making you... Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's the crumb.
Mm-hmm.
We need to not cut this one because I want to make a video about that for tomorrow. Like a really quick one on the phone. We need to not cut this side. We'll cut this side up and eat it all.
So you want to save this for tomorrow?
No, I'll make it tonight.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Drum roll.
Mmm.
Right? The crumb looks really, really good, actually. It's not like...
Not at all.
Yeah.
I wish I could have it in a spot that you guys could continue to marvel at its beauty, but... Oh.
If that were the case, I'd just wear it in front of my face. It's way prettier than me.
It's so good. And I know how much I like measured and weighed everything, so, you know, if you want me to tell you, grab out a pen and paper.
Well, that's a great idea. The next loaf, you could carve a 7 on top, but we could also, we could do the horseshoe with the 7.
That'd be fun.
And see if it would actually come out. It might not come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
How long did you let it proof for?
About 6 hours. Yeah. Maybe,
This was
maybe
actually
6
the
and a half.
shortest.
Yeah. The other one, like, what I've been doing, just because it's been really fun, is, like, in the evening, I started doing it in the evening, where I got my sourdough, I fed my sourdough, and then in the morning, I was like, ooh, it's, like, doubled, or more than doubled, I'm going to use it now. So I made some bread in the morning, but then I fed my starter. By the evening, my starter was beautiful and bubbly and doubled again, so I was like, I'm going to make some more. So then I would make my bread, and then that batch stayed out, would stay proofing overnight. And then I'd already do my stretch and folds, and then I just get it ready, stick it in the Dutch oven, let it, rest for like 30 minutes, and then feed my starter. So that's kind of how I've been doing, like 2 loaves right now, because it's so good, and it's gone. Like, it's gone. We bake it when it's ready, we cut it, and then everyone has some, and I'm like, but I've got more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait to toast a piece of this and just put butter on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or instead of butter, make a honey sriracha sauce.
There you go. Ooh.
And then use it as a spread. Holy moly.
It's got a spice to, like, there's a very mild, but there's definitely, like, my mouth is like there is something hot. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bulk ferment proof. Yeah. Yeah, so 6 hours on this one. But it had been overnight before.
This one, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Almost homesteading with Janet. Food experiments are the best experiments. Are they not?
Yeah, that and gardening, I'm like, what happens when I do this? But he did want me to add honey, and I was like, we'll totally do that, but for this one, I don't want to change. I just want to go by the book. That way there's my baseline, and I can adjust it from there. and kind of know how it affected it. Which is really cool. It's super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a slicer, so we might have to break it out just to make the bread, because this is the perfect size
the
for
bottom
bread.
did get a little bit burned, it looked like.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Which is weird because none of the other ones did, so I'm not really sure.
Well, the last one actually
The last
did.
one did, but that one actually it was probably the same reason for both.
Because it was in a little longer.
Well, I forgot to set the timer for the other one.
Oh, well that'll do
So
it.
I was like, oh no, I think it's been this much time, and now I'll set it.
That's something that can make it in for too long, right?
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to try this. This is amazing. The honey sriracha garlic bread.
Janet, your starter won't die. If you just put it in the fridge and you're gonna ignore it. The one lady I read this from, and also from Diva, like hers, not Diva, but this other lady's, hers was in the fridge for a year. She forgot it was there. And you can revive it. I had no idea, and Maureen was the first one to let me know, because I'm like, hey, did I kill it? What can I do? So, yeah, so thank you very much for that. I'm worried, but yeah.
I swallowed a piece of crust without chewing it. That'll get you.
That's no good.
Yeah. Still so good. Can't stop eating it.
It's really good. I'm so happy with it.
Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh. And it's spicy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, it is so good.
Yeah.
Even like, usually I'd be like, hey, we need butter.
And I always love trying it without anything
Yeah.
first. And then we put butter on it. Today we put cream cheese and raspberry jelly on it. Wow, it's so crazy, like that spice. It's just fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't expect that from bread.
So awesome.
Doris says you did so good. I sure
Oh,
like to
thank
taste it.
you. And you know how much I've been like, I don't like cooking. I love this so much. And it's so good for you. Like,
Yeah.
it's so there's a I think I might have mentioned it before, but it's this show on Netflix, and it's called Cooked. There's an episode that talks about sourdough, but really breaks everything down and why it's so beneficial for you, but also like all these different places in the world that do bread, and it's really fascinating. It's interesting, and it's a fun watch. It was really awesome. In fact, Jen here, Goth Roosta, recommended it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So that actually really helped me understand this and feel like I could do it again.
Oh,
after
yeah.
my first totally doing everything wrong. So
It was a collaboration.
hey, I forgive you.
You're welcome. Yeah. I agree. You need butter. Yeah, but like,
So good.
I'm telling you,
It's so good.
I would want to toast
oh my gosh.
to have butter on it, because it's also pretty it's pretty moist for a bread. Ow. Nom.
Man, the kids are gonna love this.
Well, I better attempt to make that loaf this weekend, because I'm about to give up all the carbs for a while. Oh.
I don't know. You might change your mind about the carbs if you do start it before you.
Oh, this is a good one. Elisa put a pizza plate in the bottom of the oven to keep it evenly warm while baking. You know, like one of that big pizza plate that we have.
Yeah.
Put it underneath it.
Is that because we use the a Dutch oven, so it would.
But the heat source is the bottom, is coming from the bottom, so it's still going to heat the bottom of the Dutch oven more than everything else.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely try that. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Diva. But on this loaf, she did the initial, like, you know, mixing the starter and the flour and water and all the ingredients and everything about 6 hours before she put it in the Dutch oven to rest for like another half hour.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a 6.5 hour like start to going in the oven, and then it was 20 minutes closed and 40 minutes open on the Dutch oven.
Yeah, I really love this recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
Yeah.
And one thing that I learned with proofing is that I mean, you've been doing this way longer than I have, but you know, if it's warmer in your house when it's summertime, then both proofing and the rate at which your starter's going to be ready is can change drastically. You know, if it's like in the 50s in your house because it's winter time versus if it's in the 70s or 80s, like it could be ready within 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of keep an eye on it. But
yeah, and if we let it keep going, like Diva was saying, if we let it keep going, like it'll not be as dense because it'll expand more.
Because yeah, we were definitely like.
Yeah, we wanted to have it done by the
so
time
badly.
we were on the live stream with you guys, because you know we always talk about food, but we so very rarely eat food
Except
together.
almonds.
We're breaking bread. Yeah, she'll eat chips and eat them directly in the microphone.
I don't eat chips. Almonds.
Almonds. Okay. GT
Hey.
Jr. grows in
What's up?
Alaska.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. You got to see our honey sriracha garlic sourdough bread. It is amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a video on this. It'll be the viral bread sensation, because imagine like putting some avocado on that, or using it to do eggs in a hole, like top hat eggs, where you cut a little egg or hole in the bread, and then you know you fry an egg in it. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, guys. We cracked the code.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just start doing my starter in a larger thing because I want to like make 2 breads, and then we're gonna need to get more flour.
What are you doing tomorrow on it?
What?
What are you doing on the loaf for tomorrow?
Oh, well, actually tonight, because the starter will be ready. So tonight, we're gonna be making purple sourdough bread because we have this blueberry juice that was from some blueberry muffins that we made for my mom's birthday yesterday. So we're gonna use that in replacement of the water, or in addition to whatever the measurements come out to. Maybe we'll throw some more honey in there.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait
is
to
delicious.
see what that looks like.
It's gonna be
actually.
purple sourdough.
I know, it's gonna be
awesome.
Yeah.
I make the bread and then put it in the banneton and leave it overnight, or at least 12 hours.
Nice. I noticed it definitely gets a bit, more fluff when I leave it overnight. But it's so good. I'm so happy. Because, as we mentioned, we have made very, very dense bread.
Like bread you'd never pass. Like you'd never be hungry again. They actually, in some countries in Southeast Asia, use that bread that we made as a deterrent, for people like me eating more than we should when we come over to dinner.
Oh man, that is really funny.
Yeah. It's like lap band in a loaf.
That's really funny. Wow, wow, and I feel that spice still. That's so cool.
Yeah, and plus you get a little bit more of the
Thank you.
spice from the garlic, from the minced garlic. Yeah. Bravo, Carrie.
Thank
You are doing
you.
so great. You have every right to be so proud. Bravo.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, and thanks for letting me know that my starter wasn't dead.
Mhm.
Like, I was this close to throwing it away, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm like, no, that's a horrible thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks.
Elisa,
Thank you.
way to go, girl. I will definitely have to try.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
I'm very excited.
Sometimes you get a little pocket of like 3 or 4 of the minced garlic things, and you feel it in the back of your nose.
Oh, do you?
I've been a little stuffed up. This is going to help me.
Yeah, because I still feel like spice from the sriracha in the back of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, nicely, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, it's
so
nice.
good.
I could totally go for some Korean barbecue right now.
That does sound good.
Mm-hmm. Almost homesteading with Janet. So I can do CPR, starter CPR.
That's
Awesome.
right. That's right. Go look at Diva in the Dirt's video on the like how to revive your starter, because that helped. And it's gonna stink. It's gonna stink awful.
It's gonna smell like alcohol.
Alcohol, like rubbing alcohol and gym socks mixed together. And I learned from Diva the top layer.
I have a lot of
liquid-
experience with that smell.
Gross. The top layer of liquid I learned from Diva, you just, pour it off, and then you're gonna start feeding it. But you're gonna want to stay on that for,
Now, you did that for a couple days
I
to
did
bring
it
it
for
back,
a
right?
couple days to get it back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like for 4 days, I think is when it had a nice smell.
Mm.
And I was like, I can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, watch her video. She'll go into detail on it. It's awesome.
Nice. My starter has been in my fridge for at least 6 months. Maybe I'll have to try.
Yeah,
That's it.
check out
her
Diva's video. Because it, like, between her video and then I found this website, this lady that is, I think it's theclevercarrot.com or something like that, where there was also like step-by-steps on various things. But no, it was Diva's video that was like, okay, it's not dead.
It's not dead.
It's not dead. And
It can fog a mirror
see,
if you put it up
it
to its
wasn't
mouth.
dead, because that's what I used, revived, brought back to life, and now I have
Booyaka.
bread. Sriracha honey garlic bread.
Heavenly Hills Homestead, what's
Hey,
happening,
how's
brother?
It going? He was doing finding a bunch of morels.
Oh yeah.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had one year where we
Yeah.
had tons of morels that we found, and they were delicious.
Yeah,
and
they
we
were
found them all over
amazing.
the property. So good. There's like 3 or 4 different types of morels. There's
Yeah.
like the greens, the grays, and the blondes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think are also all names for or potential names for aliens. Like there's all like alien species that people have been abducted by. They call, those are the blondes, or those are the grays or the greens.
Right. Lazar, Bob Lazar, wasn't he who wanted to coin that idea?
Nope.
Is that where I heard it from?
Maybe.
I feel like that's where I first heard it from.
Yeah, Bob Lazar is like. That's
Or
a
it was
whole
a
nother
documentary
story.
on him. I don't remember.
It was a
It
whole
was
nother
something we were
story.
watching together. It was a while back.
Yeah.
Anyway. Different types of morels. And what's up, Ryan?
Yeah. They're delicious.
They're so good.
Yeah, you bread them up like chicken. Throw them in the old fryer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the Crazy Life Homestead.
Crazy Life
yeah.
Homestead. It sure is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, let's see. Nancy Silverton started the La Brea Bakery. She has an excellent book on sourdough.
Nice.
I think I saw her on someone else's video making.
Cool.
Yeah, making sourdough.
Nice.
Yeah, it was one of the cooking shows that the kids watch.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, one of our kids' favorite thing to watch is what is it like?
Tasty.
Well, there's Tasty, but there's also The Basics by Babish, or Babish and the Basics,
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
They love those shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll get lots of encouragement here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, sourdough breads have been around forever. Yeast breads are just over 100 years old. Your grandma's grandma's grandma made sourdough bread and had no fancy scales, etc.
Yep.
Be your grandma's grandma.
Exactly.
Be your grandma's
That's-
grandma's grandma.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Is it's like, it's for what I had learned from that show is, you know, bread really changed in, you know, I don't know, in this last century, right?
Like turn of the century.
Yeah, where it was really more factory made, and in I think it was the 70s, they were like, hey, FDA, can we change what we call bread and use all this instead?
Yeah.
So, but this is like what our bodies over thousands of years, or at least 1,000,
Hundreds
is
of
used
thousands.
to eating and
Millions.
processing. So
Yeah.
it's like so good for your body, that fermentation process.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Let's see.
It's amazing. I'm
Diva
so
says, when I do oven baking, we do 500 for 20 minutes, then remove the lid and drop it to 450 for another 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
This one I do on. So I start the oven at 450, let it preheat up to that, then put this with the Dutch oven closed in it. Like I put it in cold in there, drop it back down to 400, let it cook for 20 with the lid on, take it off, and then for 40 minutes with the lid off. And it's like that's been working.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's been really good.
Yeah.
We should
this
make a
recipe called for
pizza
the
dough
cold.
out of this mix.
Ooh.
This would make an awesome pizza dough.
That would be really good.
My wild home.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. Did I saw one of your videos today. Did you, or I saw the thumbnail. Did you guys get another island, or was that video the island that you guys already had? I'd like to know that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, just look at it. Just take a second. Just oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It makes me want to like take some really nice pictures of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know,
so
right,
good.
Alyssa? Or Elisa, sorry. Mhm.
Yeah, making me so hungry right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am too. We need to get to making those whatchamacallits.
Mhm.
The quesadillas.
Mhm.
Hi, Melody and Ryan. So good to see you here from the Ozark Family Homestead. Ooh, we got to make Sarah's knot, you know, like she does the braided loaf. We'll have to find her video on that. That looked so good. That looks so good, guys.
Yes.
And I love that kind of bread.
Mhm. That sounds amazing.
Let's see, Nicole, I feel like I could use my sourdough starter as a multi-purpose glue if things go haywire in the world. Yeah, you want to use it in masonry.
That's awesome.
That's for sure.
It can be saved.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Let's see, heading to bed, y'all. Early wake up for work. Good night. Hey, you have a good one, Crazy Life Homestead. Thank you so much for coming to our sTEaD Talk. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Have a good sleep.
Yeah. You know, even though we can't, well, you could see us, but you know what I mean. The hooch smells awful, but I think that just means it's working. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fermented thing, you
It
know.
is.
Just yeah. There you go. Yep. Yeah, Maureen's answering that one. Mhm.
Let's see, that top layer is what they call hooch. Pour it off and then feed it.
And
Nice.
that's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm. Pour off the hooch, feed the starter. I'm writing a song about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so all you guys with your starter that's sitting there, give it a whirl. Like I can I can give you the recipe that I use. I can tell it to you. You can write it down if you wanted. But let me know in the comments so I'm not just wasting time.
Mm-hmm. Heavenly Hills Homestead morels are the best. Blacks, grays, yellows. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good. That's funny, Janet.
Aliens and morels. Hey. Coincidence? I think not. Wait, you're going to do this. Coincidence? I think not.
That's funny.
That'll be the next episode of Ancient Aliens.
That's funny.
Morels grow because of ancient alien astronauts. Some researchers claim. Holy moly, you found 150 so far. I think we only found like
Wow.
30 or 40. And we were pretty hungry then. we were pretty I remember being like, manna from heaven. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Right? I'm gonna agree with this one. Dang at Heavenly Homestead. Dinner is at your place.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
So good.
Let's see. I've literally never baked bread yet. We are starting this summer though, and we think it'll be be a thing for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, she's just starting out.
This is my, like I said, this is my 6th loaf ever. Ever.
Yeah.
And our first one I made, it was so bad I didn't touch it for at least 6 weeks. I don't know if it was more, but
It would have
I
lasted
put it in
all
the fridge.
of
I
us.
was like, you know what? I don't. But
The wheat one was really good too.
it was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Oh, it'll be a thing. It'll be like
yeah.
it'll be a staple. It's so like we're so happy with this.
And I think understanding kind of what was happening with it and why it's like
Yeah, watching
really
that show
good.
really made a big difference for you.
it was huge actually.
Was that the cooked show or?
Yeah, it was the cooked. And there's 4 episodes. It's not long, but the one called Air is the one about this and how you like it is that air in bread, and then that fermentation that occurs that makes it so good for you. And then like these people are making sourdough while talking and showing different stuff, and the guy that like originated the idea in this book, he was like, of all the things I've learned, bread was the most intimidating thing for me to attempt to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and now it's just the easiest thing. And it really is. I felt the same way. And it's, like, it's awesome. It really is.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, our home base is Vancouver Island until we build out the 62-acre island. Awesome.
So cool.
Yeah, I wasn't
So
sure,
cool.
and we were just about to start the live stream, so. Oh yeah. Mm.
That's great.
Oh yeah, totally.
Uh-huh.
Sourdough and honey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And remember, I'll come to you, or you come to my house, and we'll make the bread together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My wild home. We just aren't set up for the winters yet. Still too cold, and just not enough shelter for such a long period. We were there for 6 months through, though Ryan was. I had to leave from time to time to London.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You just need your tinfoil hat. Oh. Wait till next week.
That's funny.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Yeah, we figured it wasn't for us, but we were going to invite ourselves anyway. All right, guys, so here's your homework for this week. Make some sourdough bread. Even if it sucks, it's one step closer to it not sucking than next time you do it.
Yeah.
And that's just science.
Yeah. And if
All
you
right.
didn't know, you can make your very own starter.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I looked into it when I thought I killed mine. And, yeah. Found out that smell is how it should smell. Awful, awful. And I was like, oh. Mine smells awful.
It's alive. No. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go eat a chicken quesadilla. And I love you guys. As always, it's my most fun thing to look forward to hang out with you guys on Wednesday nights. If you noticed, we've been on time. We've been on time for like 3 weeks in a row. That's how much we love you.
Yeah.
So, and time is an abstract concept that doesn't really exist. So. But anyhow, we'll see you next week. Make some sourdough bread. Completely disrelated. Make some poo-poo tea for your gardens because they'll start bubbling and you'll make your own swamp. It's amazing. And what else?
Well, my round home and Maureen said that would be super fun. We could all hang out.
That would be fun.
Yeah. And Doris, are the kids going to get any of this loaf?
This loaf? No.
I mean, originally I would have said yes for sure, but now I'm like,
I'm going to go
really
cut
good.
another piece of it and put it in the
We're
toaster.
gonna have to make a video of this because there's like kind of like one piece left.
Yeah. Yeah. Can confirm.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's see. I really love your lives. You guys are so real. Super nice to see you here. Come on into ours sometime, 7 p.m. CST Thursday. Okay, awesome. Yeah, we'll do that.
Sweet. Awesome.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, it's April May.
Hey.
April May, what's happening? Thank you for coming to our
Welcome.
STEAD Talk. I don't know if you just jumped in, but we're heading off right now.
And I made this sourdough. You're probably like, what are you showing me?
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of it, so I had to show and eat.
Yeah. That is
Sriracha honey.
sriracha honey garlic
Mm-hmm.
sourdough bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Let's see. I want some of the starter that come over on the Mayflower. Yeah. I think you can actually get that. I think there's a company that has like. I mean, I don't know how many parts per million were actually on the Mayflower, but still. Yeah. LP. Hello, everyone. Can I have some, please, with butter? Yes.
What's up, LP?
Yes, you can. What's happening?
It's like so good. I don't even want it with butter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you for your time and advice.
Oh.
You're very welcome, Michelle. Thank
Yeah,
you for
thanks for
hanging out
hanging
with
out.
us. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Have a fabulous evening, everyone. Bake up some bread. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing before you guys go. Sorry. I almost forgot, and all of you guys forgot to remind me too.
Oh.
So okay, you know we've been talking about the podcast? Well, I want the podcast to be called STEAD Talks, the STEAD Talks podcast, right? But that means we're going to have to change the name of this live stream. And that's okay, because I think I've come up with the perfect name for it. The 7 Kin Homestead Kicking and Streaming live stream. Kicking and streaming. Not screaming. Stream. Get it? I'm going to need your thoughts real quick. Real quick before we jump off. The 7 Kin Homestead Kicking and Streaming live stream.
That's pretty fun.
We're on a roll, lover. Honey sriracha bread, garlic.
Mm-hmm.
And the new name.
So good. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Let's see. Deep in the Dirt, my starter is from Italy and is 183 years old.
Wow.
I dehydrated it and can mail it to you. Sweet.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
April, May, hi, y'all. Yeah, sorry to miss y'all, but you're on my calendar for next week.
Right on, April.
Yeah, not a problem. This is
Cool.
our, like, get together with our friends
Hang
and
out,
have
yeah.
fun live stream, and you're more than welcome to hang out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Love that.
And jump in. Tell us the funny things that are going on in your life. That's what we love doing this live stream for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You guys like that? You like that? Elisa?
Nice.
Yes. Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Clever. Hey. We got clever down. And what's up, WD? How you doing? Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. You can. It's super old stuff. Very cool. That's cool, Diva. I'll have to look for that too. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kicking and streaming. These people don't even know. They don't know that are out there in the world. There's a level of creative snark that goes on in this conversation. They don't even understand. Yeah. 7 Kin Homestead, kicking and streaming live. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys like it too? Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go with it then. I'm gonna have to go with it. That's what we're doing.
I love it.
And Han's gonna have the dad joke for us for next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah. It's my favorite form of gift to receive. So, anyhow, we're gonna go feed ourselves because we're getting a little delirious at this point. We love you guys so much, and we will talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Or next week. That's Hans, Elisa, Heavenly Hills Homestead, Ozark Family Homestead, Deep in the Dirt, Maureen Washington, Doris, God's Desire for Me, April May, WD, Elisa Rusa, My Wild Home, Michelle, LP, I think I said Hans, God's Desire for Me. I think that's everybody. We love you guys.
Is it Janet?
Did I?
And Janet? I don't know.
And Janet.
Yep,
Almost
you did
homesteading
or
with
not.
Janet. Also James, too. But he's been lurking because somebody put baby in the corner. Anyway, love you guys. We'll talk to you later or next week.
Yeah, you have a great night. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
And enjoying the
The bread
sourdough
content.
show and tell.
No.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, guys.